Welcome to my first footbag tutorial. Today I'm going to crochet a Pokeball footbag. They're a lot of fun to make, really fast, and I make them more for juggling and not so much for kicking around. But I thought I'd go ahead and make a tutorial because the pattern I developed really kind of came from a free-form and sort of abstract way of putting this together. Reason being, you want as little material inside the bag as possible. And since we're crocheting in the round, typically you would have to cut every time you make a revolution. This pattern requires actually knitting in the round for a couple of rounds and then knitting rows back and forth. For those of you who like to crochet and want to make one of these and the pattern is confusing, that's what this tutorial is for. I make my foot bags with plastic poly pellets. You can also make yours with aquarium gravel. It's a little cheaper, but I like the plastic poly pellets. These guys come in a set that you can purchase on my website. That link is below, and it comes with a pattern for a Pokeball case. So you have a case for your Pokemon footbag. This Pokeball pattern comes with that set, but it's also free on its own. That link is below as well. We're going to need 4 different colors of yarn. I typically use Red Heart because it's inexpensive and it feels really good. The soft feels really nice, but any worsted weight is fine. We start by cutting strips of color B and color C, a 10-foot strip of color B and a 4-foot strip of color C. I've got a G size crochet hook, a stitch marker, a scale. I like to make sure that my foot bags are around 40 grams, but a scale's not necessary. And my plastic poly pellets and a funnel. I wait until the last possible moment to put the plastic pellets in the very small opening, so I use a funnel for that. Start with color A, make your knot. Remember, the end can be really short because we want to keep our foot bag material minimal inside the bag. And I'll probably cut that even shorter after I'm finished with color A. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch into the first chain. Find that hole in your ring and single crochet 5. 1, 2, 3. Start your 6th single crochet and pull color B through. Not the strip that you cut, but from the yarn, from the ball, that's fine. Slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch. Chain 1 and then place your marker. Now single crochet 2 in each stitch around until you get to the last one. When you get to the last one, single crochet 1 and then start a single crochet, pull color C through. Not from the strip that you cut, but from the ball of yarn. then slip stitch into the marker space, chain one, and place your marker. As you go, you'll want to make sure that the stitches are tight, snug, not too tight, but not loose. And you're working the color this way because you want the circular spots to have as much appropriate and filled in color as possible. If you don't start your color a little sooner, there'll be breaks in the color. This makes the color nice and full. For the next row, we are going to single crochet one, and then two in the next stitch, and then one, and then two, and repeat that around until you get to the very last stitch. When you get to the very last one, single crochet one, and then start another single crochet, and then pull color B through. It's right there, it's not far away, and again, we want to keep material inside the foot bag to a minimum so that we can make more room for the pellets. Slip stitch into your marker space, chain one, and place your marker. Now we're going to start working rows. Before we do that, we can go ahead and cut color A. Again, you can cut it really short. So we're going to single crochet two, and then we're going to single crochet two into the next one. Start your second one and pull color B through. Just use the color that you use from row 3. Now, so you'll start your single crochet and then pull color D through. Now single crochet one, and then two in the next. So we're following a single crochet two single crochet in next stitch pattern here. One, two, and then two in the next. Going off camera here. One, two. Start two single crochet in the next stitch with one, and then start one and pull your strip of color C through 2 loops. Then start one single crochet and pull your strip, your cut strip of color B through 2 loops. Then single crochet one, two in the next, then 1, then 2, and then 2 in the last one. You're going to slip stitch into your marker space, chain 1, place marker, and then you're going to turn. Now we're still increasing. We've got one more increase row. We're going to have to single crochet 3, then 2 in the next stitch. But we want to keep the pattern consistent. Since in the round, this last stitch would be an increase, we're actually going to start with the increase. So in the first stitch, we're going to single crochet 2, and then single crochet 3. Two and 1, increase, and then 3. But we're also going to follow the color pattern, so we're going to single crochet 1 and start 1. We're going to pull our thread to the front to keep it out of the way. So we want the thread to stay on one side of the pattern. We're going to pull color C through. Then we're going to start 1 with color C. Pull the thread around to the front, keep it on one side, and then pull color D through. And then we're going to single crochet 2 and 1, or increase, and then single crochet 3. And then 1, 2, bring our thread to the front, pull color C through, start 1, pull B through, increase, so now we have worked our first row. Slip stitch, chain 1, and turn. So now we don't have to make any more increases. We can just work the rounds back and forth, 1 single crochet per stitch at a time. So we're going to work 5. We don't have to worry about pulling our thread to the front when the right side is facing us. So that's 3, 4, start the 5th one, pull color C through. So you'll start your single crochet and then pull color D through. Start 1, pull color D through, single crochet 14, start one, pull, see through, start one, pull, B through, single crochet 9, and then slip stitch, chain 1, turn. This is where I start using the stitch counter, or you can just make notes with pen and paper. But row 6 is complete. So you're going to work the last 2 rows until you get to row 12. And we will pick up how to decrease in this color scheme. Once you get to row 12, you start your decrease. So we're going to single crochet 3, and then we're going to single crochet 2 together, pulling color C through 3 loops. And then we're going to follow that same decrease pattern, single crochet 1, pull color D through, we'll single crochet 2 more, and then single crochet 2 together. And then the last one, we're going to single crochet 2 together. We're going to start a single crochet 2 together, pull color C through, and then 1, pull color B through, 2, 3, and single crochet 2 together. For row 13, we're going to start with our decrease. We're going to single crochet 2 together, and then single crochet 2, and then single crochet 2 together, and then single crochet 2, 1, pull B through, 1, pull C through, D, I should say, single crochet 2 together, single crochet 2, Our opening is getting really small, so we'll work one more decrease row before we put our pellets in. So single crochet 1, single crochet 2 together, pulling color C through, single crochet 1, pulling D through, and then single crochet 2 together. It can take some practice to get the stitches nice and tight, working in this way. Single crochet 2 together, pull, C through, 1, pull, B through, single crochet 2 together, single crochet 1, single crochet 2 together. Now we're ready to put the foot bag on a scale, or not, but fill it with plastic poly pellets or aquarium gravel. You can use beans and rice. I choose not to use food because it degrades over time and can get infested. But we're done with our rows. We're not going to be turning our work anymore. So what I'm going to do is move some of this material out of the way and place this on the scale and start filling it. I'm going to turn my scale on. I'm going to set the foot bag on it, and I'm going to set it to grams. I want it around 40. At least over 40. 40 or more is where I like them. The funnel opening is a little small. It can take some practice to get as many pellets in as you can. So right now we're at 22 grams. That's 30, so we can get more in it. It's just that we also have to close the top. So what I do is I use my thumb to work the pellets in as close to the sides of the bag as possible. And from here, I'm actually going to make the hole even smaller, and then I'm going to put more pellets in. I'm actually backing up a little bit in my pattern. I forgot to pull black through the last 2 loops of row 14. I want to end with the color black, so I just backed up. I didn't take the pellets out. They're still in here. And I'm pulling the closest color of black already available through these 2 loops, and then I'll chain 1. And then I'll place my stitch marker. And then I want to make sure that white is snug. None of the thread is loose. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of the thread that I'm not going to use. So I've cut it, and then I'm going to go ahead and push it inside the bag. Now I'm still going to want to get more pellets in if I can, because I would like for my bag to be around either 40 or more grams. But I'm going to start with the decrease. So we're not turning our work this time, and we're going to single crochet 2 together 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Taking care not to lose any of our pellets as we go. Sometimes I'll use a finger to just hold the pellets in place. If you got a lot in there, they'll want to jump out. So now I'm going to put some slack on that and try to get more pellets in here. We're at 30, it says. $33. Again, with a little bit of practice, you can squeeze a bunch of pellets in here. I use the funnel to push them down. $36. Use my thumb to push them further in. $40 grams. Very good. I made the stitches pretty tight on this foot bag, so 40 grams is good. I use a scale to keep the weight of the foot bags consistent, especially if I'm juggling with them. Now I'm going to finish single crocheting 2 together around. I've got 3 more to go, and I'm going to have to use my middle finger to keep the pellets inside as I go, because they'll want to squeeze free. Now I'm going to slip stitch into the very last slip stitch space and then pull it through. Now I can weave in the end. You want to make sure those 6 stitches are pulled really tight. Close that opening and then weave in the end. It's probably good enough. And then you have it, a 40-gram Pokeball foot bag.